On a good note, injury report's exact same as yesterday for the most part, with Cody Temple being the only guy out. Again, with his back still. J.R. Tavai came out with a hamstring during practice. Other than that, fortunately, we continue to stay pretty healthy. Day two, as usual, wasn't quite as energetic as day one. Coming out a little bit earlier with a little bit hotter at the start. A little bit disappointed in that, but they finished strong at the end, which was good to see.
How many total guys do you have out here?
There are, if you count Cody, I believe we are 102.
So how much of a difference is that for you compared to last fall and in the spring?
Yeah, completely different than the spring. It's better than the fall was a year ago, but completely different than the spring. You feel better as coaches. There were so many times in the spring, as much as you try to stay positive, it was discouraging. We were coaching a number of people that are never going to play Division I college football, and spending a lot of energy and a lot of time on them. And so, we still brought our energy, but it was discouraging. As you walk out field and you watch the film and see where we're at. So that's why after the UCLA game we said that it was so critical for the future of this program to sign a great class and a deep class. And so hopefully we did that. And I think our lines look completely different than they do a year ago. Not just by number, but by height, weight, speed, and size. But that doesn't mean you win games. We still have a lot of work to do to make sure those guys are in the right place, executing at a high level.
What was the lowest number you had during the spring? How?
I don't know that exactly offhand. For you tomorrow, I can look it up. I know that 30 new guys, 8 minutes, 23 plus another 12 that are out there. That's 35 guys that did not practice a lick in the spring, added to those 35 scholarship players. So, obviously that makes it very different. It allows us to do some different things in practice, and as long as we continue to stay healthy, it's going to allow us to practice completely different as we get to our scrimmages. And our scrimmages this spring, our scrimmages as we get to the preseason games coming up here, will probably be 3-hour long real games. Hopefully we're getting the amount of plays. We'll actually be able to divide up in teams on the sidelines, and I think it's going to help us a lot. It's going to help us from a conditioning standpoint and a playing standpoint, but it's going to help us as a staff to figure out. You think about last year, we went into games not really knowing what was going to happen, as far as when things really went live, especially with tackling.
Has there been any players from the incoming classes that have surprised you? I know it's only 2 days into fall camp, but
yeah, I think Amir Carlisle has flashed again today, and so that's great to see. It's a position that you always want depth at. He's a great kid, a 4.0 student. He's very serious about being a student athlete, so we're excited to have him and excited to see his approach to the game too.
How about Andre Walker?
Yeah, Andre's got some work to do. That transition's a lot harder than a running back or a receiver or a DB. To play right tackle. That's a lot of stuff. So, but there's tremendous talent there. His feet at 364 pounds, they don't make many humans like that.
What is Mark Tyler allowed to do exactly? Is he allowed to work out in the weight room or anything like that?
Yeah, he does nothing with us out here, as you see. He does not attend any of our meetings. He can work out at different times from our team.
Does anyone monitor his progress physically and also with whatever discipline? So
yeah, we do. To know where he is, A and B for safety too. So we do monitor him when he comes outside.
Cyrus Hobie was going at right guard. You had indicated media day your preference would be maybe to break up him and Walker. Why Hobie at right guard?
Well, we got to figure out our guards and figure out if it's going to be a true freshman. It could even be Andre moving in there too. Our guards haven't played at all. They're going to have to show us one guy's never played. Just came from junior college, and the other guy, John Martinez, really hasn't played. So we've got to make sure that we're putting the best guys there. I think we feel great about our center, great about our left tackle. We're starting to feel better about our right tackle. And we've got a lot of good.
Is DeMarco Wilson, is he involved on the team, or is that been delayed?
He went to summer school here. As you know, he has ACL, and I don't know. He's gonna finish summer school Tuesday. I don't know if I can say much more for sure. I gotta check that.
And there were a couple couple times when Matt threw the ball to Robert and he had 2 guys on him, and one time he needed to catch and one time it was you and an interception. Do you have to coach Matt at all to, if Robert's double covered, or to try to spread the ball around? I mean, it's always such a tempting possibility, or tempting thing to throw to Robert because he's so good.
Yeah, it's risk reward. You know, you got to know where you're at in the situation. Are you trailing? You got to make plays. You know, sometimes you got to take those chances. You know, but in the normal course of the game, we don't do that. Where he's got to make great plays with 2 guys. You know, one-on-one, even when he's covered, we can do it sometimes, and especially with the, with our bigger guys. You know, you see Kyle throwing that role. You're going to throw him a lot of balls when he's covered.
How many guys are on scholarship?
On scholarship here would be 79, I believe.
And that's including like the 2 guys that are here yet.
No, I believe there's 79 guys on scholarship that are here or on our roster. Previous, counting Mark, counting Markeith.
Alan, that counts Allen and Junior Pome as well?
I don't think in that 79 I was counting Mark because he's not here yet.
You didn't have Bryce Butler in the spring, but you had him for a couple days now. What have you seen out of him? What are you looking to see out of him?
Completely different than what we saw before. Physical, aggressive, going after balls. Other areas he's still doing well that he was before. His preparation and his seriousness about the game, he had that before and he continues to do that. So I'm extremely pleased where he is. As Gary mentioned before, the difference of the spring and the fall with our team, but just look at that position, to add him in there. Kyle Prater hadn't been doing anything. Those are probably, for today, those are probably our first 2 X's here at Kiffin. So, and then to add George, Marquise, and Victor, that's like adding 3 rookies, and then also adding 2 free agents already in our system. So it's a pretty neat room.
When you see George catch a ball, make a boop, and then just take it, does that say there almost has to be a place for him to get in right away?
Not necessarily. We got to make sure that he knows what he's doing and that he fits into the system. And also, there's a lot of that position starting to get really deep. I think our skilled guys on offense our young skilled guys on offense are starting to look like what they used to here. Now we got to continue to do that for 2 more years, and that's when we get back to what we said before.
Is there a chance that George Farmer could get involved somehow in special teams?
Sure. Yeah, we're going to get the kickoff return. We'll be back there, so we'll be looking at him doing that. And he's a unique body to be so big and so fast. He can do other things, besides touching the ball, coverage units and blocking and retaining too.
Got a lot of players waiting for you guys. Are you hesitant to put another star like Rojo was and Robert Woods is now on punt return or kick return? Do you want to see someone else step up and take that position?
Yeah, no, we're not hesitant at all.